Hey, kia ora everyone, it's Chris and Sam here. This is your weekly dose of real estate news. Now, Sam, we're on a real cute house today. Whereabouts are we?
Yeah, so we're in Howick. We're at 34C Rodney Street, which is family living in the heart of Howick. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, thoughtfully designed and built to a high standard, ideal for growing families. Really nice spot here.
Yeah, and super quiet. And so, Sam, who should we contact if we want more details?
You can get in touch with Lawrence Liu or Wendy Wu from Bayleys Howick.
Yeah, cool. And just a really peaceful spot and nice functional design.
Yeah, so, really nice.
Check it out. So Sam, getting into the news this week, we've got, I guess, our regular data from realestate.co.nz on supply of homes for sale. So what have they found in the latest data?
Yeah, so this is looking at the June data. There were 32,000 total homes for sale across New Zealand, which is up 2% on last year, which was already quite high.
Yep.
And the flow of new listings was down 2.5% year on year.
Yeah, kind of interesting. Like, I thought at 2% up on the same time last year, that feels like it's not as high as some of the recent months, like almost like flatlining. So maybe that's the first signal that the supply of homes is starting to hit a tipping point. I don't know, maybe. And then Sam, we also had something quite cool. So every quarter we do a sentiment survey across our network, and we've got the latest results for the June quarter. So mate, what have we learnt from that sentiment survey?
Yeah, so our agents are typically reporting neutral conditions across our residential, rural and lifestyle markets. And we noticed that the residential sentiment had slightly softened compared to previous reporting quarters.
Yep.
And on the other hand, our commercial brokers are slightly less positive, typically with a mix of neutral and weak sentiment on the market.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see that residential sentiment softened slightly. I wonder if that's we're seeing less of that sugar rush from interest rates, given that they're starting to plateau.
Yeah, potentially.
I don't know. And then, mate, in terms of the kind of behind the scenes issues, so we asked them a bit about common challenges. What's the sort of short summary of that?
Yeah, so when dealing with buyers, the main kind of challenge there is lack of urgency and confidence. So just kind of being a bit more hesitant. And the residential space, it's mainly to do with the build-up of supply that's making them a little bit slower.
Yep.
And on the vendor side, it's just managing price expectations, where vendors are kind of holding at higher levels to what buyers are bringing to the table. Yeah,
so it makes sense. So there's been pretty common themes for an extended period, and just shows that benefit of getting like accurate appraisal advice if you're looking to sell. So yeah, definitely chat to our agents if you want to hear a bit more about what's going on. And then next up, Sam, we've got weekly sales snapshots. So this is a couple of recent auction sales across our network. We've got a cool theme this week. Yeah, mate, what are we doing?
3-level homes with big views.
Yeah, cool. So it's like very niche, but like some cool properties. So do you want to kick us off in Wellington?
Yeah, so I've got 126A Nicholson Road in Khandallah. Crafted for the view, designed for everyday living, 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on 200 square meters. This home was completed in 2019 and spans 3 generous levels, has amazing, ever-changing panoramic views of the Wellington harbour. This one was marketed by Ben Atwell from Bayleys, Wellington, and sold under the hammer for 1.8 million.
It's cool, and Ben's listings always come with really nice photography, so that's cool. And then for me, I'm down in Christchurch, so I've got 8 Appian Lane in Scarborough. So bold contemporary retreat, 3 beds, 2 baths on 2,800 square metres. Built over 3 levels, it's got a solid concrete block, Australian hardwood, views of Godly Heads, spa platform, pizza oven, terrace paths. It sounds like all the cool stuff. So this was marketed by Adam Whitelock and Sarah Ashcroft from Bayleys Sumner, sold under the hammer at auction for 1.91 million. So 2 good examples if you're in the market for a 3-bedroom home with amazing views. Yeah, cool. And then next up, just going offshore, so our global partner Knight Frank released their latest global super prime intelligence. And what this tracks is across the world, the 12 big markets where you get really expensive homes selling, and in particular looks at sales of US $10 million plus properties. And so what they found is across those big 12 global markets, so these are places like New York, London, Dubai, there were 527 sales above 12 million in the past quarter. Dubai led with 111 sales. This was followed by New York and Palm Beach in Florida. Interesting, they sort of talked about what's driving that. So for Dubai, it's basically low tax environment, so easy for high net wealth people to kind of move money around. And in Palm Beach and Miami, which were 2 of the sort of big spots with a lot of activity, this has basically been lifestyle migration within the United States and movement to like less regulated states. particularly like migration from New York to Miami and Palm Beach. So quite cool. They also note that Hong Kong's starting to get a bit more activity off the back of post-pandemic reopening.
Okay.
Yeah, so quite cool. But yeah, expensive properties, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then finally, Sam, to wrap up, we've got property of the week. So mate, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, so I've got 21 Rochdale Street in Fendalton, Christchurch. Design leading distinction, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms on 800 square metres. This one was designed by O'Neill Architecture and honoured with a Gold Master Builders Award. It's got hydronic in-slab heating and dual gas fire to ensure consistent comfort.
That's cool.
So if you're interested in this property, you can get in touch with Adam Hazelwood from Bayleys Mirabelle.
Yeah, cool. And then for me, I've got this one right here today. So 34C Rodney Street in Howick in Auckland. Family living in the heart of Howick, 5 beds, 3 baths on 500 square metres. Thoughtfully designed, built to a really high standard, really nice layout and good modern finishes. I think it's really peaceful and just a really nice house. If you want to learn more about this one, contact Lawrence Liu or Wendy Wu from Bayleys Howick. So with that said, we'll wrap it up here. So big thanks to the vendor for hosting us today. Cheers, Sam.
Thanks, Chris.
Sweet, and we'll see you soon. Ciao.
Yeah.